Good afternoon, my name is Gharib. What's your name?
Good afternoon, my name is Omar.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Do you work or are you a student?
I work. I am a dentist. I graduated from the University of Sulaimani in 2020, and currently I work at a clinic which is in Sulaimani here, which is where I live.
Do you like your job?
I do. I like my job a lot. It helps me connect with people and I get to share some of their experiences and happiness.
What do you dislike about your job?
I guess sometimes it can get very stressful because, as you know, every medical profession has its difficulties. So sometimes it can be very pressuring.
Okay, in the first part of the ALS speaking test, I'd like to ask you some questions about people you study or work with. Who do you spend most time studying or working with?
Well, I have a fellow dentist that I work with at clinic, and I spend, I believe, a lot of my time with him. And he's also someone who graduated at the same time I did, so we are also old friends. We graduated from the same university and we were in the same class.
What kinds of things do you study or work on with the other people?
Well, as you know, dentists, we work on teeth. So our job is mainly focused on the oral part of the body. We work on changing people's smiles and doing things such as fillings, extractions, and so on.
Are there times when you study or work better by yourself?
Of course, sometimes I can do certain things better if someone else was not there to perhaps interrupt my chain of thoughts or maybe giving me more freedom to do what I have in mind.
Is it important to like people you study or work with?
Of course it is, because this is an environment where you spend most of your time, and as you know, we spend about 1/3 of our lives working. So I believe it's very important that you create an environment that is positive and you can spend your time doing what you do and enjoying it.
That's all about part 1. For part 2, I'm gonna give you a task card. You will have to talk about the topic for 1 to 2 minutes. You have 1 minute to think about what you're going to say. You can make some notes to help you if you wish. I want you to describe a tourist attraction you enjoy visiting. Here's a topic.
Okay.
Blank paper, pen to write down your notes.
Thank you.
No problem.
For the tourist attraction, does it have to be here or is it?
Could be anywhere.
Could be anywhere, okay.
Yes. One minute is over. Can you start speaking, please?
Yes, so I would like to talk about the city of Antalya, which is located in Turkey, in the south part of it. I visited first 4 years ago, and it was with a group of friends of mine that we worked together at the time. It was a very nice tourist attraction because it had different parts in it that I was able to enjoy. I visited for tourism, so my main purpose was to enjoy my time there, to see as much as I can of the city. I did many activities. Some of them included seeing sights there and activities on the beach. So we actually enjoyed some parts of jet skiing, which is an activity where you go on a jet ski and go around the beach, as well as other activities such as diving and biking around the city. The reason I chose this is because the city of Antalya has a lot to offer. It's a city that is very beautiful and has a very beautiful nature in general. The main part that I enjoyed in that city was the fact that my friends were also into the same things that I was into. So we did the same activities. It was a short trip, but overall I enjoyed it a lot.
You have been talking for more than 2 minutes. Can I have my pen and paper back, please?
Yes, of course.
Thank you. We've been talking about describing a tourist attraction you enjoyed visiting. Now I'm going to ask you some questions related to the same topic, okay?
Okay.
So let's talk about different kinds of tourist attractions. What are the most popular tourist attractions in your country?
Well, I live in the city of Suleimani, and it has a lot of places that people can actually enjoy. Some of the famous tourist attractions might include the cave of sorry, I forgot the name. The cave of Hazar Mert, which is a place where people actually go camping or hiking, as well as other places such as perhaps Sitak or the waterfall of Ahmed Awa and many other places.
How do the types of tourist attractions that younger people like to visit compare to those that older people like to visit?
Well, perhaps some activities might be more intriguing for younger individuals, such as activities that have an adrenaline rush. We actually have something here on the Goija mountain where it's called, I think, paragliding, where someone actually jumps off the top of the mountain and controls a parachute. So perhaps something like that would not be very interesting to older individuals, and younger individuals might find it more interesting.
The last question, do you agree that some tourist attractions, for example, national museums, galleries, should be free to visit?
It depends actually, on my opinion, on the economy of the place and the way they manage the structure. For example, if that structure is funded by a government, then of course it should be free, since it costs nothing for them to maintain it. But some places actually are self-sufficient, so they need the fees of entry, or perhaps the money paid by the visitors. In that case, I believe national museums or other places should not be free, but should have a low charge, since it's something related to the history of the country.
That's the end of the test. Thank you.
Thank you.